Elijah Ware here with Tom Sacco as the Rhinebeck Panthers get set to take on the Keio Unicorns in some high school volleyball. Both teams come in at 4-5, looking to get to 500, so it's going to be a good one, Tom.
Yep, I mean, both teams coming in even records. This is the first league game, so both are going to look to get a leg up on the competition, and I think it's going to be a pretty good game.
So Rhinebeck is struggling a bit this year, coming in at 4-5 after going to the section finals last year. So they're looking to get back on track and make a push towards the playoffs. I'm Elijah Ware with Tom Sacco. We have your opening serve coming up next. We are here with your opening serve as the Unicorns serve it, and this one is a near kill for the Panthers, and this one is some miscommunication by the Unicorns, and the Panthers strike first.
Yep, I guess they bit of a mix-up there, so I guess one of them thought that someone else was going to get it and let it just drop to the floor.
So it's Morgan Parker on the serve, and this one sails over the heads of the Unicorns. And it'll be a point for Keio as they get on the board. So 1-1. Back to serve for the Unicorns is Kazuna Oda. As this one is up in the air. And this one is controlled by the Panthers. And Kiera Hutt gets it over the net. And it goes back, sent back over. And a good dig. A good dig from Julian Spencer as she saved that point for the Panthers and got a point for her team.
There was a heads-up play. I mean, she went down and got it.
Try to get a nice smooth little tip. This one is spiked, and this is a kill. Kareem Collado with the kill and the point for the Panthers.
I think we're going to see a lot of spikes from the Panthers today as they have 4 players that are 5'10" or taller, 3 of them being sophomores.
So they're set up for the future.
And they definitely have a height advantage so far, it looks like.
Definitely. And this one sails out of bounds, and it's another point for the Panthers as they take an early 4-1 lead. And this one is nearly saved by Mizuna Takeuchi, but it sails out, and Rhinebeck expands on their lead, 5-1. So a beautiful ace by Elizabeth Mioli, and she gets this one just on the side of the net, sneaks it in bounds, and gets another point for the Panthers.
This is definitely the way Rhinebeck would like to see this game start. Keio, not so much.
So still serving is Elizabeth Mioli as Keio gets some things straight with the officials.
Not quite sure what that was about.
Yeah. This one into the net and a point for the Unicorns. So back to serve for the Unicorns will be Norika Tankaguchi. As she pats the ball as hard as she can in order to get a feel for it. And this one is
nice save there.
And some more miscommunication from the Unicorns as Kiera Hutt gets that point for her team.
They're gonna have to get that straightened out. It looks like some people might not be where they should be.
But definitely with volleyball, there needs to be communication. Everybody has to know their zone and their spot on the floor.
Maybe do a better job of calling it out too if someone needs help.
And this is a big from Spencer. This one is sent over. A good deflection, but a point for the Unicorns as Mizuki Saito sends this one over, and now she's back to serve with her team down 4 points here in this first part of the game.
Didn't quite reach there.
So Ryenet comes in at 4-5 after going to the section finals last year. So they're definitely in rebuilding mode.
They did go to the section finals last year, but this year they only returned one player, as they had a lot of graduating seniors last year. That one player being Grace West for Ryenet.
So a great dig from Spencer, and she saves that one for her team. It helps her team expand the lead by 6.
That was a great dig, followed by a great set there.
And this is another ace for the Panthers. This time Collado, as her team yells out the ace and take a 7-point lead over the Unicorns. But like we were saying before, Tom, this team, they went to the section finals last year, and although they're not doing so good this year, they have 4 players over 5'10", and 3 of those are sophomores. So they're set up for the future.
That's right. They'll get at least, you know, two more good years of them as the core of the team, and they'll look to turn it around. Whether or not they make it back to the finals this year, it looks like they are set up to make it back at least, you know, next year, the year after.
Definitely. So it looks like Keio's called a timeout. Coach Martinez, as she wants to talk things over with their girls. We'll be right back after the break. So we're back after the timeout from Keio. And still serving is the Panthers, as this one is into the net. And a point right out of the timeout for the Unicorns as they look to get back in this after talking things over. This one sails out of bounds. And the ball back to Ryenet as they get another point. And this time it'll be Spencer back with the serve.
A little too much on that one. Sails out of bounds.
So we have a substitution as Chiaki Nagai goes out of the game, and in comes Mizuna Takeuchi. And she's back to serve, gets it over the net. This one is deflected and sent back over. As Keio looks to set things up, and this one is hit across the net, up into the air, and a near kill.
Great save there.
So a near kill from Lioli causes Keio to be out of whack, and they end up hitting it out of bounds, and it leads to a point for the Panthers.
Pretty good back and forth there. Both teams had some nice digs there to save the point.
So this time serving is Grace West. Shout out to Patrick West, as he gave us some good information before the game about the Ryenet Panthers volleyball team.
Interesting stat about Grace West is in 2 years of varsity play, she's only had 2 service errors, as you saw after that nice serve there. That's a long time for only
that's pretty
2
amazing.
mistakes.
So this time it's West getting the tip and the kill. See, so a kill doesn't always have to be a vicious spike at somebody's face. Sometimes it'd be a nice little smooth tap.
Nice little finesse there.
Yeah. So this time it's Morgan Parker. She sends it over the net. It's right back to Parker. And this is a spike attempt, but it sails out of bounds.
Just over the line there.
So that was a close one. But the point goes to Keio. And Back to serve is Kazuna Oda. She sends this one over. This one set up by West as the spike attempt from Mioli just on the outside of the line. So it's another point for the Unicorns. Still serving is Oda. She bounces the ball and gets it over the net. This one sent back by Mioli, and Mioli saves it again. Sent over by Parker.
Nice recovery
the set
there.
And the tip controlled by Hutt. Sent back over. This one sent over and out of bounds. Good decision from Spencer, letting that one sail over her head as the Panthers pick up the point and now lead 15-8 here in this first set. So this one sent back over. This one hits the top, so the Panthers had to try and do something there as there was a little interference by the ceiling. But this one leads to a point for the Unicorns. As they're still in this set, down 15-9. If they could string off a couple points in a row, they could get back into it. But that's not what they wanted. As this one doesn't make it to the net and gives a point to the Panthers.
Interesting that the ceiling is still in play with these rafters here. Definitely a bit confusing if the ball is going to be, ricocheting off there, and I think that's what made them surrender that last point.
I guess they just had to have that reaction time. So this point is awarded to the Panthers. I think.
Did she hit the net, or did she step over the line?
I think it was
a double hit.
Double hit. Okay. So this one sent over past the line. Good attempt from Saito.
Another good decision by Spencer to let that one go.
So back to serve now is Jamie Straza. And she doesn't get this one over the net. And it's a point for the Unicorns as they get to 10.
They are going to have to string together a couple points in a row here if they want to get back in this.
So the Panthers, Tom, are very much in control here in this first set. But a great serve and an ace from Saito.
Spencer tried to dig it out, but that was just too much of a line drive serve there.
Yeah,
there was no hitting that back.
So here comes another serve from Saito as she tries to get another liner. But this one crashes into the net. And it's a point for the Panthers as they lead 19-11. Back to serve is Kareem Collado. And it's an ace for Collado.
Looked like another miscommunication there.
Yeah,
I don't think they knew which one was going to go for the ball there.
Right. Oftentimes you see in volleyball, that middle, that's the soft spot of the defense. Right. So if you could get it there, then there's a lot of miscommunication. And this one would have been a smart decision to let it go over the line. But a bit of a mishap from the Unicorns. And they've fallen into a deep hole here in this first set, being down 21-11. So still serving is Kareem Collado, and this one sails all the way over the line. And it's a point for the Unicorns. Back to serve is Juyeon Kawa. As she tries to get this one over the net, just didn't make it. And into the game is Risa Otska. And she subs in for Kawa. This one controlled by Keio. Hits the top again.
This time they played it.
This one set up in the tip, but out of bounds. And a point for the Panthers as they are just 2 points away from ending this first set convincingly. So the dig from Collado leads to a good hit, good opportunity, but
just too much on it.
yeah, very strong hit. And a point for the Unicorns. Takeuchi with the serve. Controlled by West. And the hit by Mioli. So this will be another chance for Mioli. Oh, this was actually Spencer. Controlled by Straza. Controlled by West. And hit by Parker, deflected, but still in the middle of the defense.
Great kill there.
And the Panthers are just 1 point away from ending this first set and being up 1-0. Another good serve from West. That's to be expected. The set by West. And the spike right to the face.
Great
Another
save there.
spike from Mioli as she gets the kill for her team. Or actually, I guess this was another double hit, and the point was given to Keio by the officials. So this one's controlled by Spencer, now West. Now let's see if Keio can get it back over the net.
And they do.
Controlled by Spencer, up by West. The spike by Hutt. And the miss.
And that'll be the set.
Yeah, I guess she mistimed that one, and that'll end the first set. And Rydneck was very much in control the whole time in that first set, Tom.
Yep, I think Rydneck has to be very happy with how that first set went out, and they're definitely going to look to build on that as we move into the second set.
So both teams change sidelines and we'll talk things over. And we'll be right back with your second set, LMC Varsity Sports. So we're back here for the second set. Elijah Ware and Tom Sacco as the Panthers get the first point and do a nice little routine dance move.
Starting off with a quick ace there.
Good
way to start
Grace
the set.
West with another great serve.
We've seen a lot of that from her.
So good hustle from Spencer. She tried to track down that one.
Almost dove into the chairs there, but couldn't quite get it back in play.
So it's now 1-1. Ready to start off this second set. And back to serve for Keio is number 11, Kazuna Oda. And she sends this one over. This one controlled. And this one tried to hit over by Kiera Hutt, but a little too far. And Keio has their first lead of the game. So some miscommunication there from the Panthers. And a point for Keio as they have a 2-point lead here to start this second set. This one controlled by Spencer, controlled by West, hit back over. And this one is a great kill. Number 9, Yukiko Takahashi.
Keio's gaining some momentum here.
So the Panthers come out in this second set. Second set a little sloppy, Tom.
That's right. They're going to have to make some adjustments and get back to what they were doing the first set.
Maybe it's the side of the floor.
Could be. I think they need to get back to in control where they're serving. It seems to be when they're at their best.
So this is a point as the Panthers close the lead to 2 points. A block attempt from Keio, a little bit too much space between the net and the ball. The ball
Just
slid
out of
down.
bounds there.
So a 5-2 Keio lead. This one sent just over the net. And a great tip
Bit of
by
a jump
Grace
ball
West. So the long arms of West gets that tip and a point for the Panthers to get back to within 2 points. Back to serve for the Panthers is Elizabeth Mioli. She sends this one over. This one is set, and if this one didn't make it over the net, you had Alexa Guedes there. So another serve from Mioli. This one unable to be controlled by the Unicorns. And the Panthers have come back to tie up this second set, 5-5. This one just easy over the net, but out of bounds as the Unicorns regain the lead. Back to serve for Keio, Mizuki Saito. She sends this one over, controlled by Spencer, hits the ceiling, sent back over by West. And this one is just out of bounds.
Definitely a more even set this time.
So the height advantage of the Panthers, not too much of a problem in this set for Keio thus far, as Coach Martinez looks to have made some adjustments with her team. But a great ace.
Another great serve by Reineck.
This time it's Straza. And she'll have another opportunity for an ace. And she gives her team their first lead of this second set. This one hit by Straza. Good save from Guedes as she sends this one to Spencer. Spencer gets it back over, but it's sent back over by the Unicorns as they tie this one 7-7.
He's almost able to hit it back over with one arm there, but couldn't quite get under it enough.
So this serve is into the net by Keio. It's another point for the Panthers. And I think that's what Keio can't afford to do, is give away points.
That's right, and like I said before, it seems Reineck is at their best when they're serving, so you don't want to give them a free opportunity to be doing that.
Definitely. And this is a great kill. This time it's Morgan Parker that she sends that one right into the hardwood to give her team a 9-7 lead.
It was perfectly placed in the corner. Even if they had gotten to that, there was no way they were going to be able to hit that back over.
Too strong, too fast. So this is a serve for Reineck, but it's into the net. As the official blows the whistle, I'm not sure why. Oh, we have a substitution. As the guy comes out, and Takeuchi comes in and she serves, sends it over. This one controlled by Guedes and sent over by Parker.
Nice dig there to keep it in play.
And this one hits the top of the ceiling and throws off Saito as she would have got that one and sent it back over. But nonetheless, it's now 10-8, Reineck lead. This one sent over by Spencer. Some miscommunication there from Keio. And it's now a 3-point lead for the Panthers here in this second set. So this one's sent back over, And this one is out of bounds, so Spencer tracks down that ball. And it seems as though Keio started off this set strong, but Ryanek is back in control. And another point for the Panthers as they begin to pull away here in this second set, now with the 5-point lead.
And like we said, when Keio served it into the net, gave Ryanek the opportunity to be serving again. They then went on a streak of points, and now they're in control of this game again.
So like Tom said, Ryanek is at their strongest when they are serving. That's been evident all throughout this game. This one is saved by Collado, great dig. But this one is too strong from Straza. And this one goes too far left and gives a point to the Unicorns. So this one controlled by Spencer. But some miscommunication between Straza and Collado. As the Unicorns get back to within 3 points. This one spiked down, but a great dig from Spencer. A near dig, but this one sails out of bounds. And Keio is not going away here, Tom, as they're back to within 2 points.
Right, they are battling.
This one digged out by Collado, sent back over by Spencer. This one controlled again by Collado, sent back over by West. This one bumped up and tipped. A sneaky tip there from Saito. She tried to get control of it. This one set by Saito and sent over, but touched by Collado. And she pats and checks her bag. She knows that one might have sailed out of bounds.
It looks like she couldn't quite decide between trying to hit it back and letting it go. Just skimmed her.
So now Keio back to within 1. This one set and tipped back. And a great block by Saito. As West tried to set that one just high enough to get a good clean spike close to the net. But a great play by Saito as she evens things up for her team. And some miscommunication there from Spencer and Collado. And now we have a timeout by Coach Colorado as she wants to talk things over with her team struggling here in this second set. Down 14-13. We'll be right back with LMC Varsity Sports. So we're back here as Keio has a 1-point lead, but this one served up and out of bounds as Ryanek evens things back up at 14 apiece after the timeout from Coach Colorado.
Now they have West serving, and this is a good position for Ryanek. That's who they want serving.
Another point off of a Grace West serve.
And this is what Keio needed to avoid.
This one hits the top and ricochets off the top. And comes right down onto the hardwood. And that's 3 points out of the timeout for Ryanek, which is just what Coach Colorado was looking for. As West serves again, gets that one just over the net. And this one is sent back over, served up, and a spike attempt from Hunt is into the net, and a point goes to the Unicorns. So back to serve for Keio is Kazuna Oda. She serves this one out. This one controlled by West, sent back over by Mioli. But into the net. I'm not sure if that was into the net or blocked by Saito. But Saito definitely has her game face on as her team ties the second set up at 16 apiece. this one is unable to be controlled by Hutt.
Great line drive serve there. Couldn't quite get it up for the return.
So this one is into the net after a nice little chant from Keio.
Yeah.
Seemed to not work that time. And it evens things back up at 17 apiece. So this one digged up. And sent right into the soft spot of the defense. This time it's Juyeon Kawa. And she gets the kill and gives her team an 18-17 lead late here in this second set.
Another beating on that ball. Getting ready for the serve here. Serve, and I guess it
Looks
works.
like the beating on the ball worked.
Unable to be returned.
So that's an ace for the Unicorns, Marika Takaguchi. As she beats the ball again, sends this one over. This one controlled by Spencer, back over, and this is a spike attempt by Saito. But
That
into
just
the
missed
net.
it in the rafters.
So that one goes into the net. As the Keio fans cheer for their team, it looks like their JV team sitting over there. So they're cheering for their varsity team. And this one is blocked by Hutt, it looks like. And Rydneck ties this set back up at 19 apiece. This time back to serve is Mioli. She sends it over the net. This one controlled. Tap back over. Set by West. The spike attempt from Collado leads to a point, and this one ricochets off of a Keio defender. And Rydneck is just where they would like to be late here in this second set, as they lead by 1 point. As Keio's been hanging tough thus far. This one controlled by Mioli, controlled by West.
Great save
Sent
there.
back over too far by Parker. And out of bounds. Tying the set back up at 20.
And for a close finish for this set.
So back to serve. This Keio. And Saito sends this one into the net and gives a point to the Panthers as they lead 21-20. This time serving for the Panthers, number 18, Straza. And she sends a floater over the net. This one spiked back by Guida. This one spiked by Collado, but just too far.
Too far again.
So both teams shooting themselves in the foot.
That's right. And keep in mind, you got to win by 2. So if this back and forth continues like this, could be in for a longer set than we expected.
This one controlled by Spencer, controlled by West, sent back over by Spencer. This one is set by Takaguchi. This one controlled by Parker. This one is a little too close to the net, unable to be controlled by West or Guida.
It's a great save by Spencer, but
Or Guedes, excuse me. Back to serve for Keio. Number 10, Juyeon Kawa. She sends this one over. This one is digged by Straza, tapped over by West, and a point for West. And this won't be a point for West, as there was some miscommunication. As as Keio
I
was
think
making
they
some
called
substitutions.
for a sub. Yeah.
So Julian Kawa will be serving again. No point for the Panthers. As Kawa beats the ball. Maybe that's a ritual for her team as they try to get an ace.
Ronick seems to be huddling for.
Not sure what's going on. There seems to be some discussion from one of the officials and Coach Martinez. So while we wait, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with LMC Varsity Sports. So we're back here with LMC as there's some discussion going on between Coach Martinez and the official. So still back to serve is Kawa. She gets set to send this one into the net.
Not sure what that discussion was about. I believe it was about the substitution not being blown dead, but Ronick will get the point anyway.
So nonetheless, we're tied up at 22 here in the second set, and Collado is back to serve. As she sends this one over. This one digged up by the Unicorns and tipped back over, controlled by Morgan Parker as she sends this one back over. This one controlled by Saito, but not controlled as it sails backwards and out of bounds and gives the point to the Panthers. So still serving is Collado. And this is a timeout, I believe, by the Panthers, as Coach Colorado wants to talk things over. So things have been going pretty neck and neck here in the second set. Ronick leading 23-22. And remember, it's 1 by 2, like Tom said earlier, so this could go on for quite some time if it keeps going this way. So what do you think needs to happen for either team here, Tom, for one of them to come out with the win here in this set?
I think Ronick definitely needs to keep control and make sure that they are the ones in control of serving, because that's when they've been able to string points together at their best. And I think Keio needs to try and get the ball back on their side.
So with 10 seconds left in this timeout, we're going to see if one of these teams can make it happen. Keep control of the ball.
Keio will try not to fall behind 0-2 in the sets.
Yeah, that was spelled disaster for them. They fought hard this set, so not winning it would definitely be a heartbreaker. I'm not sure how much they would have left for the third. And this one is an ace straight out of the gate for Collado. And now Ronick smells a little blood.
And they are 1 point away.
And their fans are getting hyped as Collado is back to serve again, looking to end this one. So this one sent back over. This one controlled, sent back over by Guedes. And this one set by Saito, but into the soft spot of the defense. And Ronick comes away with the win here in this second set by 3. Keio fought hard, but Ronick comes away with the victory here in this second set. And they'll look to close things out.
That's right.
Coming up next. Back here for this third set. As Spencer digs that one out, the tip attempt by West is no good. And Keio takes a 1-0 lead here in this third set, trying to stay alive.
They're gonna need to pull one out here because this is their last chance. They definitely want to avoid getting swept.
So this is an ace for Keio. Yukiko Takahashi on the ace. She's back to try to get another one. So this one controlled by Parker. sent back over by West. This one controlled by Saito, but out of bounds. And the point to the Panthers. So back serving is Morgan Parker. And this one sails towards the bleachers and out of bounds. So 2 straight errors by the Unicorns. And we're back tied 2-2 here in this third set. This one controlled by Mioli. Sent back over by West, but a little too far. And Keio regains the lead. So back serving for Keio is Oda. He sends this one up and over. This one controlled by West and a kill from Mioli. And she sent that one right into the hands of Saito.
Definitely see that height advantage coming into play there. Just rose up over smaller Keio and spiked it down.
So now Mioli back to serve. She gets this one over. This one controlled by Keio. And a good block from Guedes. The sophomore, Alexa Guedes. Controlled by Keio. Hit back over by Saito and another block from Guedes.
This is what we've seen all game here. Rhinex stringing together a lot of good serves and leading to points in bunches here.
This one controlled by Keio and another block. This time a combination of Guedes and Maura Gabrielle. So Rhinex with a 6-3 lead here in this third set. Looking to go home with the sweep as Miola is still back to serve. She sends this one over. This one controlled, hit back over by Takahashi and out of bounds after it's deflected by a Rhinex defender. And the point goes to the Unicorns. Back serving for the Unicorns is Takaguchi.
Just skim that one over the net.
Sent right over, and it's an ace for Takaguchi. Marika Takaguchi, the junior. She sends this one into the net, and Rhinex takes a 2-point lead. Back serving for the Panthers, Jamie Straza. She gets this one up and over. This one controlled by Saito. Set just over, but spiked down by West. And this one sails out of bounds after the big attempt from Otska. Gets the dig. This one sent back over by Saito. And this one hits the side basketball court and unable to be controlled by Spencer.
Looked like she was ready to return that, but it clanged around on the rafters a little bit and I think it threw her off. She wasn't able to hit it back.
So this time for the Unicorns is Amy O'Connor. And this one is sent over nearly by Guedes. This one is into the net. This one is going to be sent over by Collado. Collado sends a heater. ricochets off of a Keio defender, sails out of bounds, and gives a point to the Panthers. So this one is served by Collado, sent back over, but out of bounds, just a little too far.
Just out of bounds.
Just a little too far for power.
Rydneck showed good awareness all game of letting those go for the most part.
So this one ricochets off the face of O'Connell, unable to be controlled by our teammates, and Rydneck is up 11-7 here in this third set. So this will be an illegal with too many hits for Keio. And Rydneck now has a 5-point lead. Keio wants to keep this one close because
This
if
is what they wanted to avoid.
This one controlled by West. Sent over to Parker. She gets a nice, nasty spike right into the middle of the defense and gives her team a 6-point lead. So a substitution, O'Connell coming out, Saito coming in, and Collado back to serve for the Panthers.
You're not going to see a lot of serving errors from Rydneck, so Keio's going to have to make something happen for themselves here. They're not going to get any freebies.
And this one is not able to be controlled by Keio. And still serving this Collado. Collado with a good serve just over the net, controlled by Saito, sent back over, a block attempt, not able to be controlled by the Panthers. And a point for the Unicorns as they end that drive spell. So this one sent a little too line drive and into the net. It'll be a point for the Panthers as they take a 7-point lead. Back serving for the Panthers is Spencer. So the libero, Julian Spencer, sends that one just a little too far. By Keio, sent back over, and some miscommunication there from Collado and Spencer as they collide and give the point to the Unicorns. Back serving for the Unicorns, Mizuna Takeuchi, and this one is into the net.
Exactly what Keio did not want to see at this point.
This one sent over the net, sent back over by Oda. This one controlled by West, sent back over into the soft spot of the defense. And that is a point, I believe, Maura Gabrielle on that point. And now back to serve is the great Grace West. She gets that one over. This one controlled by Oscar. This one controlled by Morgan. And this one sent over by Mioli. As they try to get this one back over, this one controlled by Collado, set by West, and spiked down by Morgan with a good block. This time Yukiko Takahashi on the block.
She was going in for the kill there. But a nice block.
So this is a good big attempt from Spencer. A little out of control. And an ace for Takahashi. This one controlled by Morgan Parker. And she sends that one over, and that is heater. And Takahashi is unable to control that one. A good strong hit from Morgan Parker. She gets the point for her team and gives them an 18-12 lead. So this one is blocked. Great block from Mioli. She's been right there dead in the center the whole game, wreaking havoc. And she's one of those players that's over 5'10" for the Panthers, and she's making good use of it.
That's right, there was no way that ball was getting over the net.
That one controlled by Spencer. This one sent over by Mioli, and she gets another point as Takeuchi tries to track it down, but just a little too much as it ricochets off of one of her teammates. And Reinach has a 20-12 lead. And with this lead, things are starting to look bleak.
That's exactly what Keio needed, and this is going to be one of their last chances now if they want to make some type of run and get back in this game.
Back to serve is Kazuna Oda, the junior, and she sends this one to the right side of the net.
The thing about those line drive serves is when they get it over, it seems to work well, but they put themselves in a bit of a hole with missing a few of those, not quite getting over the net.
So what would you rather do, Tom? Would you rather get it over comfortably, nice and easy, or would you rather send that heater over?
I think if you can trust your team to, return, I would send it over the net. I mean, that's what we see Reinach doing, and they've been stringing together points when they serve like that. And they haven't given Keio any free points that way.
Yeah. So this one served by Mioli. This one is controlled by West. And I thought that was going to be too many hits, but I guess not. And the point is awarded to the Panthers.
They're 2 points away from completing the sweep here.
So this one into the net by Mioli. And she tried to hit one of those line drives we were just talking about. Back serving for Keio is Takaguchi. This one tipped over by West. There's a scrum of Keio defenders run for it. None of them can get to it. Great play by West.
I think they might have been expecting a spike there and just got a little tap right into the weak spot.
I'm not sure why, but the point was awarded to Keio. Takaguchi sends that one over. This one set by West and spiked right down by Maura Gabrielle. And Reinach is 1 point away from ending this game in a 3-0 sweep. That one controlled by Saide. Sent back over, controlled by Spencer, sent back over by Morgan Parker, and she ends the game in bionic fashion, getting the spike right into the middle of the hardwood.
That's an exclamation point on the end of that one.
So a great game by the Panthers. They get the 3-0 sweep. Their height and their physicality was just too much, sending heaters at Keio that they couldn't control, doing a great job of serving. What'd you see out there, Tom?
Definitely real good serving. They didn't give Keio too many free points by missing the serves, and it's just in the end they were just too tall. They got a lot of blocks on Keio's returns, and it just seems like they physically outmatched Keio, and you can see that reflected in the score, I think.
So Reinach comes away with the 3-0 sweep, ending the last set 25-15. Tom and I will be right back for your post-game show. Elijah Ware here with Elizabeth Mioli after the Rhineck 3-0 sweep over the Keio Unicorns. And Elizabeth, you played a good game out there, being a great middle blocker. So how were you so effective, and what were you doing, what were you saying to your team in order to keep you guys up?
We're trying to keep a positive attitude this season, and we really try to focus on confidence and discipline in all of our games. So keeping that in mind really helped us to work together as a team this year, which is helping us a lot.
So in the off season, what did you do to come back so strong this year? Your verticality was really good. So what did you do in order to work on your game and get better?
I worked out during the off season, and our coach provided us with a fitness plan that was really effective. A lot of us did that, and during preseason we worked with our athletic trainer in the fitness center as well.
So moving forward, your team, you guys are now 5-5. So what do you have to do in order to keep moving forward, keep your record above 500 and get better?
We're going to continue working together and keeping that positive attitude and trying not to focus on the mistakes we made and just keep looking forward to the next point.
Elijah Ware here with Coach Colorado. And Coach, your team played a great game out there, getting the 3-0 sweep. What were you emphasizing in the huddles? I know you came out of one timeout and got like 10 straight points. So what were you saying to your team in order to keep you guys motivated?
Definitely just to make sure that they are staying confident in what they're playing. We're focusing on the little things, especially in a game that might not be as fast-paced as we would like. Really eliminating the little things that we can do wrong and the things that we can do right, emphasis on every single point, keeping the energy and really bringing everything that we can to the table.
So you only have one returner this year. So what type of growing pains have you been going through, and how have you been getting your team through it?
So we definitely have a young team, having a group of 6 seniors graduate who really contributed to the team a lot last year, and stepping in this year with a lot of similar faces but in new positions, and having them really have to step up and want that position is something that I've emphasized since the beginning. And as a coach, I'm just trying to give them the confidence and let them know if they're out there, that it's for a reason and they can do the job. And I've seen a lot of people who were maybe on the bench last year really step up and contribute solidly to our team this year, which is, I think, really making us work together as a cohesive unit.
So midway through the season, what do you think your team has to do in order to get over a hump and get to that next level and be ready for the playoffs?
I think just mentally we have to step it up a little bit. We have gone a lot of games in a row with very little breaks, so really making sure that we are taking care of ourselves, focusing on the little things that we can do correctly, and really maintaining that positive energy from start to finish is something I've been emphasizing, and it's going to bring us through to the end of the season so we can really be successful, hopefully win a league championship and move on to sectionals.
Welcome to our post-game show. Elijah Ware here with Tom Sacco, and Rhineck just came away with the 3-0 sweep over the Unicorns of Keio, and it was a good game out there for the Panthers. Tom?
It was. They came out strong. They really they had some good strings of points together, and it just seemed like they were too big, too tall, too physical for Keio here today.
Yeah, Rhineck, as we mentioned before, they have 4 players over 5'10", so that front line made a big difference, and Keio just looking to get it over the net.
Yep, it did. We saw a lot of blocks, a lot of great defensive plays, so I think that really came into play a lot.
So it was a good game for the Panthers. They improved to 5-5. Keio drops down to 4-6. I'm Elijah Ware here with Tom Sacco. This is LMC Varsity Sports.